Welcome all. This is Bifocal Electronics, Paper 2, Chapter 2nd. Today we are going to learn about Logic Gates Part 3. And this video is narrated by Subject Teacher Mrs. Wadekar SV. Hello students. Today we are going to learn about new topic, that is Logic Gate Part 3. In this topic we are going to learn about different type of adders and subtractor. Why we are going to learn this adder and subtractor? Because we know how to perform addition, subtraction, 1's complement subtraction, 2's complement subtraction. Therefore there is a need of some hardware. So how to design that hardware? So these all are basic building blocks of that hardware. Now let us start from first topic, half adder. This half adder adds 2 binary digits. It cannot add more than 2 binary digits. So there is a modification in a hardware of half adder. So next topic is full adder. This full adder performs 3-bit binary addition. So if we need more than 3-bit binary addition, so it is not possible with the help of this full adder. Again there is a modification in a full adder. Therefore it is possible due to 4-bit binary full adder. It consists of combination of half adder and some full adders. So all these blocks of 4-bit binary adders are fabricated on a single IC chip. The name of the IC is IC74LS83 and we can use only this single IC chip instead of using all these different blocks which we have used in a previous topic. So we can use this single IC for 4-bit binary full adder subtraction addition. Okay. Now next topic is XOR as a control inverter. XOR gate having an interesting property. It gives complement of the input at the output. Okay. Now this property we have to use in the next topic. Next is 4-bit binary adder cum subtractor. Means we can perform addition as well as subtraction with the help of this 4-bit binary adder cum subtractor. Okay. This 4-bit binary addition and subtraction also can be fabricated on this single IC chip 74LS83. Means we can use this IC74LS83 for addition as well as subtraction. So this is very important IC you have to use in a practical. Okay. Now let us start from half adder. Now let us see half adder. A combinational circuit which adds two 1-bit binary numbers is called a half adder. As this half adder adds 2 binary digits, they are A and B. And their respective outputs are sum as S and carry as C. Okay. By observing this truth table, you can analyze the column of carry and column of sum. So you will get a clear idea how to construct half adder. As by analyzing column of carry, this is the output of AND gate. When both the inputs are high, output will be high. In the same way, by analyzing the output column of sum, either A is true or B is true, then Y is true. So this is the output of XOR gate. Okay, or this is the logic of XOR gate. So this is clear that from these two outputs, that is sum and carry, we have to use XOR gate for sum and AND gate for carry. Okay. Now let us see how to prove this truth table one by one by using laws of Boolean algebra, that is addition rules. Now we have to check all the four possible combinations for its respected outputs. Therefore, design of a half adder. Recall, in a binary addition, the output consists of a sum and a carry bit. As there are two input variables, therefore four possible combinations are there. Therefore, here you can see four cases are written to explain. Now consider first case. If A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, then what will be the sum and carry? Here 0 plus 0, sum 0, carry 0. Now next, when A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, 0 plus 1, sum 1, carry 0. Case 3, if A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, 1 plus 0 will be sum 1, carry 0. For last case, this is the most important case. You can observe that A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, 1 plus 1, 1, 0. Means what? Sum 0 and the carry arises here. This carry is 1. Is that clear, students? And you will get a clear idea by analyzing these columns of carry and sum. This carry gives the truth table or output equation of AND gate. When A and B both are true, then Y is true. Therefore, this carry gives the equation C out is equal to A dot B, that is AND gate output. And sum gives the truth table output, or this column of sum gives the output for XOR gate. So equation for sum will be A XOR B. Okay, in this way, this is a construction of half adder with the help of logic gate. This is truth table and these are four cases. Is that clear, student? Let us see full adder. Why this full adder is modified after half adder? Because half adder cannot add 3-bit or it cannot perform 3-bit addition. Therefore, full adder is a combinational logic circuit. It is used for purpose of adding two single-bit numbers with a carry. Thus, full adder has the ability to perform the addition of 3 bits. Full adder contains 3 inputs and 2 outputs. These 2 outputs are sum and carry, as shown in this block diagram. This block diagram of full adder shows it has 3 inputs, A, B and C. You can consider this third input as carry in, while outputs are sum represented with the letter S and carry represented with letter C out. Okay, now let us see full adder with logic gate. Now let us see construction of full adder with the help of logic gate. Half adder cannot add 3 bits, so this is possible only due to full adder. Therefore, in full adder there is an addition of 3 bits. A and B are the 2 bits and third bit is nothing but carry in. And it gives sum and carry out. Okay, means full adder has 3 input and 2 outputs. Let us see in this diagram A, B, C in, these are 3 input. So this first XOR gate gives sum, while the combination of these 3 AND gate with 2 inputs to each AND gate and their addition will give the carry out. So the equation for sum is A XOR B XOR C in, while equation for carry is AB, means 2 input to this first gate, then BC, 2 input to this last AND gate, plus C in A, this C in and A. These are the two inputs, this second AND gate. And by adding, as there is a plus sign, therefore we need OR gate. So all the outputs of these three AND gates are given to this OR gate. And thus this OR gate gives the equation C out is equal to AB plus B C in plus C in A. Okay. Now this is the truth table for full adder. In this truth table, A, B, C in are the three inputs, while outputs are carry and sum. Now, as there are three variables, therefore 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8, and here 8 possible combinations are given in the truth table. Now let us check the truth table for full adder for 1 by 1 input and their respected outputs. As all the inputs are 0, that is A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 0, therefore sum 0, carry 0. Now second case, A0, B0, C1, therefore sum 1, carry 0. For A0, B1, C0, sum 1, carry 0. In this way, A0, B1, C1, 1 plus 1, 0 plus 1 plus 1 will give 1 0, that is sum 0 and carry 1. In this way, this is next input A1, B0, C0, therefore sum 1 carry 0. In this way, you can check the remaining two conditions. Now observe this last condition. If all the inputs are at high, means A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 1, then sum 1 carry 1. Now students, observe this column of sum. If you analyze this column, then you get the clear idea that this is a odd even parity checker column. Means there are odd number of inputs are high, then output will be high. Here odd number of inputs are high, output will be high. But if even number of inputs are high, output will be low. Isn't it? So we can say that this sum column follows XOR gate. Therefore here XOR gate is used for 3-bit or 3-digit sum. And in this way the equation for sum is A XOR B XOR C in. Okay. And similarly here sum for carry out AB plus BC plus CA. All these three AND gates are used and their outputs are given to this OR gate. Therefore this OR gate will give sum of all the carries. Okay. In this way, this is the working of full adder. Now, in next topic, we'll see 4-bit binary adder. Actually, this is 3-bit binary adder. Let us see how this 4-bit binary adder works. As 3-bit full adder cannot perform the 4-bit binary addition, so there is a modification in hardware, and this is the block diagram of 4-bit binary adder. In this 4-bit binary adder, there is a combination of half adder and full adder. By using these 3 full adder and 1 half adder, we can construct the block diagram of 4-bit binary adder. Let us see why this half adder block is connected here. Because we have to perform only 2-bit addition at LSB place. When carry is generated by adding these 2 digits, that is A0 and B0, then that carry is next added to the full adder with the combination of these 2 bits and this carry. Therefore, here 3 full adders are connected next to this half adder. Is that clear, students? Now, let us see how this 4-bit binary adder performs 4-bit addition. If we have to add two 4-bit binary numbers, then let us consider these are the two 4-bit binary number. They are A3, A2, A1, A0. This is the first 4-bit number. Then B3, B2, B1, B0. This is second 4-bit binary number, and while performing this addition will get the carry respectively, that is C3, C2, C1, and by adding all this carry and this 4-bit two numbers will get the sum S3, S2, S1, S0 respectively, and at last this carry C4 is generated, finally performing the 4-bit addition of two binary numbers. Is that clear, student? Now let us see how this full adder performs addition with the help of an example. Now, if we have to perform two 4-bit binary addition, then A is adjunct here, while B is addend and S is resultant sum. Okay. For addition of these two 4-bit binary number, first number that is adjunct is represented by four different abbreviations with letter alphabet, that are A3, A2, A1, A0. In the same way for addend B3, B2, B1, B0, and the resultant sum represented with letter S3, S2, S1, S0, and the carry is generated written here. Initially there is no carry, but we have to write here carry C0, C1, C2, C3, C4. Okay. Now these are only representation with alphabets. Now let us see how to perform this addition with numbers. Okay. Students, you can use any alphabets to represent adjunct, addend and this resultant sum. Okay. Now let us see an example. If suppose we have to perform addition of this adjunct and addend, that is AX to BX, let us consider an example of these two binary digit. They are 4-bit 0101 and addend is 0101. Okay. To perform the addition of this, we have to apply rules for binary addition. Okay. Now we know that 1 plus 1. Let us perform this addition of LSB. LSB 1 plus LSB 1, we get 1 plus 1, 1 0. But this 1 is carry out and this 0 is sum. So this 0 is written here and this carry out is next added to the second LSB. Therefore here carry in taken. Okay. This 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. No carry generation, therefore carry out is 0. Now next, this carry out 0 is added to the third LSB. Therefore, addition of this 0 plus 1 get 1. This 1 plus 1 again 1 0 means carry out 1 and sum is 0. So sum 0 is written here. Carry out is taken as a carry in for MSB addition, and this carry in 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. Again 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So there is no carry out, therefore carry out is 0 and this addition 1 is written here. So we can say that 0 1 0 1 plus 1 0 1 0 1 is equal to 1 0 1 0. In this way we can perform the addition of 4-bit 2 binary digits with the help of this 4-bit binary adder. Okay? Understood all of you? Now students, this is another example. If you have to perform the addition of 0 1 1 1 with 0 1 0 1, then you have to apply the rules of binary addition. Let us perform addition of this LSB 1 plus 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. I have written 0 here as a sum, and that carry out is taken as a carry in for next LSB addition. So this 1 plus 1 plus 0, okay, 1 plus 0 plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. Therefore the sum 0 is written here, and that carry out is taken as a carry in for next bit addition. Now take this 1 as a part of a carry in. Okay, now 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 1, means sum 1 carry 1. This sum 1 is written here, and this carry out is taken as a carry in for MSB addition. So this 1 is taken as a carry in. Therefore 0 plus 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. Okay. So this final answer will be 1. So 1 1 0 0. This is the result of 4-bit. As you have seen that 4-bit binary adder consists of different blocks like half adder and full adder. But this IC 7483 is used as a 4-bit binary adder because all the blocks are fabricated in this single IC. So this IC is used as a 4-bit binary adder. You can see there are 4 inputs like A3, A2, A1, A0 for first binary number. Now for second binary number B3, B2, B1, B0, this is the input for carry in if there is a input for LSB. Now next is a S3, S2, S1, S0. All these are the pin connections provided to check the output, that is result of sum. Okay, and this is a carry out. In this way practically we can use this IC for 4-bit addition of 2 binary numbers. Okay students. Now let us see very interesting property of an XOR gate as a controlled inverter. Now see how it gives the inverted output or one's complement of the input. As there are 8-bit controlled inverters, or there are 8 XOR gates are present here. So this is the 8-bit controlled inverter. Each XOR gate having 2 input and its single input is common connected, and that common connected input is nothing but invert. All the gates, single input from all the gates is connected to this common input called as invert, and another input is given separately from A7, A6, A5, A4, A3, A2, A1, A0 like this, and their respective output Y7, Y6, Y5, Y4, Y3, Y2, Y1, Y0. Students, you can construct 4-bit control inverter. Now let us see how it converts input as a inverted output. when invert is terminal is low, it transmit the 8-bit input to the output. Means output and inputs are same when invert is equal to low. When invert is high, means invert is at one position, it transmit the ones complement. Means if the inputs are A in the form of A, then output will be complemented to the input. Okay. Now let us see with an example. If the input number is A7, A6, A5, A4, A3, A2, A1, A0, that is given by the binary data 011, 01, 110. When invert is equal to 0, then we will get the output as 01, 10, 11, 10 as it is. Okay. But if invert is equal to 1, then the output will be one's complement of the input, that is 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Isn't it, student? You have to use this property in the next topic. So understood properly how this XOR gate gives the complemented output. Simply you have to remember that when invert is equal to 0, it will transmit input as it is. But if invert is equal to 1, it will give the ones complement of the input. Isn't it? Okay. Now let us see 2's complement adder and subtractor. As all of you know that how to perform 2's complement binary subtraction. Can anybody tell me? Yes. To perform 2's complement binary subtraction, we have to find out the 2's complement of second number. That is, if you have to perform A minus B, then you have to find out binary of A, 2's complement of B. Then to find the 2's complement of B, you have to find out 1's complement and then you have to add 1 to B. Then and then you will get the 2's complement. Then you can add step 1 with step 2, and by adding that step 1 and step 2 you can predict the result of subtraction. Okay. This is the procedure of 2's complement subtraction. And this circuit is quite different to that of the 4-bit binary adder. In 4-bit binary adder, there is a half adder block instead of full adder used here. Why a full adder used? Because this full adder takes 3 bit as an input. In previous diagram, there are only 2 LSBs present. Therefore, half adder is used in the previous topic, that is 4-bit binary adder. Is that clear, student? So let us remember that instead of half adder, you have to use full adder block here. Now, why these 4 XOR gate used here? In the last topic, we know that this 4 XOR gate performs the function of one's complement, and this one's complement is added to this full adder. Okay, and this A0 means this circuit subtraction can be done by addition of 2's complement. Complement each bit, that is 1's complement, add 1 to the result. The circuit shown computes A plus B and A minus B. Means this circuit performs addition and subtraction. So this circuit performs addition and subtraction. How this circuit performs addition and subtraction? See, this terminal S is presented here. For S is equal to 1, this terminal also called as a sub. For S is equal to 1, subtract the 2's complement of B is formed by using XORs to form the 1's complement and adding 1 applied to C0. Means if S is equal to 1, then this 1 is passed to the full adder Then A0, this is a LSB for first number, that is also added to this one. While this XOR gate performs the ones complement, means ones complement plus 1 and addition of this LSB, that is nothing but 2's complement plus step 1, and this is a procedure of 2's complement binary subtraction. So in this way this circuit performs 2's complement binary subtraction. For S is equal to 0, add B is passed through unchanged, means if there is this S is equal to 0, there is no 1 bit added, extra 1 bit added to this full adder, as there is no 1 bit addition, and there is no complementation, one's complementation to this full adder, because S is equal to 0. If S is equal to 0, therefore this 4 XOR gate will not perform the ones complement. As there is no ones complement, so B will pass as it is and this A is as it is. Then we'll get the simple 4-bit binary addition. Okay. Now let us see another detailed diagram. Let us see this diagram in detail. All these are 4 full adders because this adder performs 3-bit addition. A, B and C, all these are 3 inputs for all 4 full adders, and this adder gives the sum at this terminal S3, S2, S1, S0. Okay. So there are 2 inputs in case of A and B here. A3, B3, A2, B2, A1, B1, A0, B0 respectively from MSB to LSB. Okay. And this is a terminal. The control signal add subtract is used to select whether the circuit performs addition or subtraction. Means when this is equal to 0, this terminal is equal to 0, this circuit will perform simple 4-bit binary addition, and suppose this terminal is equal to high or at 1, this circuit will perform 2's complement binary subtraction. Suppose when in subtraction mode the XOR gates invert the subtrahend B and add 1 to the first adder stage. These steps take the 2's complement of B and allow and add operation to conduct subtraction. Okay. So let us remember that these 4 XOR gate performs the most important function of ones complement. So this is the ones complement application of XOR gate is used here in 4-bit binary subtractor, isn't it? So students, all of you remember that this is the most important circuit. Practically we can use IC 74LS83 for 4-bit adder and subtractor. By connecting this carry in terminal to 1, we will perform 2's complement binary subtraction. Now you can see, as we have used this IC74LS83 as a 4-bit binary adder, in the similar way we can use this IC74LS83 as 4-bit adder cum subtractor. Means we have to use only this ones complement application of an XOR gate or XOR as a control inverter, and by adding 1 through this carry in pin number 13 input, this 74LS83 performs 4-bit binary addition as well as subtraction. Is that clear, students? Means you can use only this single IC chip for 4-bit addition as well as subtraction. In this way, in today's chapter we have learned about half adder, full adder, XOR as a control inverter, 4-bit binary adder, 4-bit binary adder cum subtractor. Okay, I think this is enough for today's lecture. Now we will see in next lecture, that is Boolean algebra and different type of Boolean equation. Okay student, thank you.